Alright, so here we're going to have a review of the Xenns Mangrid Tea2. This is a 1DD6 BAIM, very popular, got a cult following. So let's get into this. We got space packaging here, like a lot of other IEMs. Let's take this out. If the lighting is bad, I'm in a different place even. I just have this mat here with my trying to move my setup to a portable space. I'm not home right now, so I cannot really do the best of conditions. I'm doing my best that you can here. So I got the case here, pretty standardized case. It's got like a cushiony top, unlike usual. Standard case, you see it everywhere. You remove the foam. You got these black tips that are just like default tips, and then foams, and then you have the what they call the Xenns ear tips, but these are just like the ear tips. I'm pretty sure they recommend using. I use the black tips, and I found this sound to be unbearable, so I just recommend just using these or the foams, which I don't touch because I don't use foam tips. So let's put that on the side here. Let's get this information and accessories, but in here I think there's just really a kind of like a verification card or something. Yeah, like a this is real card, I think. I don't know, and the little booklet. Yeah, let's put that to the side as well. We also got a airplane adapter, which is not the most common thing in the world, so that's kind of interesting. And we have the a 1/4" adapter. That's also nice. And this is just a QC card, so let's get that out of the way. So here we have the case. Inside the case, we're gonna have this little clip for your shirt. You just clip this onto your shirt, put the cable through here. I wouldn't use this, but some people like to use that, so it's nice that it's included. And then let's go, and oh, I'm sorry about the rain, by the way, if you can hear that. I hope you can't. Got inside of these little baggies, you got the IEMs themselves. Trying to not get some glare on the flash here, because again, lighting problems. But yeah, so it's like on one side it's got these flakes, the other side it's got like some glitter. It's a cool looking faceplate actually. I like it more in person than it looks on a camera, from other people and from my own camera actually. It's a little bit exaggerated on this camera. It's actually just not as, like, I don't think it looks as sparkly in person. But I think it's just, I think the flash on my camera is making it look a little bit more over the top, I guess you could say. There we go. Alright, so, and then we got the cable. Luckily, which is a really nice feature about the cable is that you can get it in 4.4 or 3.5, sorry. Which is a great option, honestly. Like I like when companies do that, where you can buy into two different configurations. I like 4.4, and so it's a really nice thing for me, at least. I quite like that they let you do that. All right, so let's go on to comfort. For comfort, I found these black tips to be more comfortable than the white tips, but these again had the sound issue, so I got the white tips. The white tips were all right. But then I switched to spin fits. Found these to be sorry, that's kind of gross. But I switched to the spin fits and used those, and it sounded just like the white tips, but it was more comfortable. But these things go real deep in your ears. That's what I find the issue to be. I think that you see this. Let me see if we get the nozzle length here, and we compare it to something like the length of the Globe's nozzle here. Oh, drop that. Let's get the Globe here. I think that it felt like it was going much deeper in my ear than most IEMs. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like extremely uncomfortable, but it was going deep in the ear, and it wasn't as comfortable as I would like it to be, and as most IEMs are, to me at least. So if you don't have a big deal with like a deep insertion, I don't think it'll be a problem. But for me, I felt like these went deeper in the ear than I expected. Alright, let's move on to sound. Now, this was really hard for me to review, so I put these IEMs off for a while, did other reviews while just listening to these in between. And the reason is, you know, with some IEMs that you like a lot, they're really easy to review. You can just tell them what you like about it. I'll tell you guys what I like about it. And I'll tell you what I don't like. And if I don't like the IEM, I tell you what I don't like, why it's bad. But when something like this, where for me, I found it to be just moderate, it's like, well, that's not very easy to explain. It's just like, this is okay. is okay. It's okay, and that's pretty much what these are with sound. I found it has some flaws and some pros and some cons, but mostly I found them to be okay in most part aspects. Now we can start with the bass. The bass is good. It's all right. It's not very textured. It's just average for $350. I think it's actually like not even really what I expect. The mid range is good. I think it's the best part about it, but it's still just expected at $350. The highs are good. You don't have BA timbre, which is nice. You don't have like the best timbre in the world, but you don't get like harsh BA timbre. So if you're worried about that, you're not gonna have that. Tuning is good. I like the tuning a lot. Tuning is great. You got like a slightly, it's like a dark, warm, neutral. It's not too dark and not too warm, but it's just like a slightly warmed neutral. You get a bit of a roll off in the highs, in my opinion. And you got a pretty balanced sound all around, from what I find. I think maybe a little bit of mid-range focus here and there, but it's a little bit, but just it's mostly neutral to me. Now, the problem that I face with these is what's it called? The Soundstage. I think the Soundstage is just awful on these. When I listen to these, I feel like it's really just only in your head. There's like no range around your head. It's just in your head. And it's just like all coming from one space. And it makes the imaging really poor too, because it has any place to put the instruments or the vocalists or anything. Just it's all crammed together in the middle. So that makes it pretty poor in the soundstage and imaging department, which is disappointing, especially at this price point. Now, but as I say, there's no problems with the rest of the sound, and soundstage is not the end all be all. I mean, I do love soundstage. I think that's probably one of the things I like the most in sound. But I mean, you don't have to have good soundstage to sound good. But to me, at this price, you have to have a baseline on how good something is, and then you have to have something you do well. This is the jack of all trades, master of none, except it also sucks at soundstage too. So I guess it's not the jack of all trades, it's jack of most trades and master of none. But like if we take other IEMs in the price range, like the Oxygen, which I have here, and the Penon Globe, which I have here, these are able to do everything these do in like good aspects, and then have something that they're masterful at, something that they excel in the price range. Now, for me, with the Oxygen, you saw me reaching like that. Yeah, I'm not used to this setup. I'm standing right now. The Oxygen, right? This excels in soundstage. It's the exact opposite of these. It excels in soundstage, and then it has all of the good aspects of this, but except it also has that beautiful soundstage, great imaging, and a good timbre. And you have it's like a very cohesive sound. Now, if you go to the Globe here, it has everything that these have, except it also has a wider soundstage, but not like a Oxygen soundstage. But it has that great texture in the bass, really great timbre. It's warm and comfortable to listen to. It's got its unique sound signature. Well, this sounds generic. When I listen to these, I don't have really much to say about it. When I listen, I'm just like, this is an IM. It's $350. It's okay. No problems. I mean, it's not like it's performing below the price point, but it's not performing above the price point. It's fine. It's an all-rounder. I mean, like, if you don't care about soundstage and you just want something that does everything good, no risks. I mean, this is good, I guess. I don't recommend it personally because I don't think that. I think that you can do better in the price point. These two I find just be better in almost everything. But you're not gonna have sibilance problems with these. You're not gonna have like any kind of signature weirdness, any issues. But you're not gonna get anything great either. It's not gonna excel in anything. It's not gonna surprise you. I never had like that moment of wow, this sounds amazing. This part of the song, or like wow, like with the Oxygen. I was listening to Oxygen today, and I'm just like, wow, this staging on this track with these things is amazing for IEMs. And then with these, every once in a while, I'll be like, damn, the bass, that beat, and it's just like the warm, beautiful timbre. But with these, you don't get that. You're just like, oh, it's good. You know, I mean, you can listen to music. You know, it's my music. My music sounds like my music on here. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm sorry, this is not like some entertaining review where I can say this is amazing or this sucks, but I mean, that's just the way these are. I can't do anything about that. Like, these things, to me at least, they're just fine. They're fine. I know that might make a lot of people upset because I know that these are really well regarded and well loved among a certain group of the community. But to me, they're just okay. They're fine. I hope this video helped out in making purchasing decision. And see you guys next time. Thanks. See ya.